that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world with our app on Google and Play Store. All you need to do is download Global TV Nigeria on your phone and watch all programs on Global Television. What are you waiting for? Start downloading and stay connected to Global Television. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Queen Agaba. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nightcomsat. You can download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. Chairmen and councillors elected in Saturday's local government election in Osun State have been presented with their certificate of return. A statement signed by the Information Officer, Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, Sadiat Isiaka, obtained in Oshogbo on Sunday, says that the Commission's chairman, Hashim Abioye, presented the council officials their certificate. OSEC had conducted the poll after the state government rejected advice from the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, and the Inspector General of Police, Tunji Egbetokun, asking them to discontinue the exercise. Nigeria is poised to exit the Financial Action Task Force grey list by the end of 2025, following significant progress in strengthening its anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing. According to a statement by the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Strategic Communications Office, this development was confirmed during the Financial Action Task Force plenary session held in Paris, where Nigeria's fifth progress report was approved, marking a major milestone in the country's effort to meet international financial crime prevention standards. The Executive Secretary of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Architect Sonny Echono, has urged both federal and state governments to grant full autonomy to universities. Echono made the call during a convocation lecture titled University Autonomy and the Challenge of Quality Tertiary Education in Nigeria, held at the Federal University of Ekiti. He says universities as ivory towers have three core mandates: teaching, research, and community service. Vice President Kashim Shettima has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to support local farmers through targeted intervention. He says the government would intervene robustly to protect local producers to reduce production costs, including single-digit loans. Speaking during the steering committee meeting of the Presidential Food Systems Coordinating Unit at the Presidential Villa, Shettima, in a statement by his spokesman, Stanley Nkwocha, says the economic realities facing local farmers demand strategic government intervention to reduce production costs and support local farmers. Stakeholders under the auspices of the Benue State APC Elders Forum has endorsed the removal of the Benue State Chief Judge by the State House of Assembly, noting that the resolution aligns with constitutional provisions. The forum, during a press briefing, also says it remains resolute in its support of government, assuring that Benue continues on its trajectory of development. Global Television's correspondent Felicity Ndere now reports from Makurdi.
The resolution to remove the state's Chief Judge, Justice Maurice Ikpemisi, has continued to generate reactions from various sectors of the political landscape. Benue State All Progressive Congress Elders Forum, after a review of the circumstances and allegations surrounding the removal of the state's Chief Judge, insisted that the State House of Assembly acted within the provision of Section 292 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Chairman of the forum, Senator Barnabas Gamadi, said the allegations entail the action, including misappropriation of funds and abuse of office, amounting to the grievous misconduct.
We stand in solidarity with the Assembly on this decision, especially given the serious allegations that necessitated such action, including mismanagement of a sum of 669,984,000 in less than 1 year.
The group also commended the State House of Assembly for sanctioning the members who attempted to ridicule the image of the House after participating in the voting process for the removal of the Chief Judge.
Benue State House of Assembly has one leadership, enjoys full quorum at all sittings, and has continuously been performing its functions. There is therefore no merit whatsoever in Senator Abamoro's invitation to meddlesomeness.
While reaffirming their resolve in supporting the governor and his good work, the APC Elders Forum urged members of the public to focus on providing quality representation to the people of Benue and shy away from destabilizing the peace of the state. In Makurdi, Felicity.
Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has commended President Bola Tinubu for supporting rule of law that enabled the local government election conducted in the state. Adeleke's spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, in a statement, says the governor disclosed this after casting his vote, where he noted that the president is a true Democrat with huge democratic credentials, and stated that his administration has all along been very supportive and collaborative with the federal government. Adeleke also denied what he described as a fake news article in a publication about alleged remarks on President Tinubu, saying the news is false. Meanwhile, as Osun State conducted local government council elections across the state, low turnout of voters as well as absence of security operatives in polling units highlighted the exercise. Although some wards and polling units witnessed a large turnout of voters, majority of the units where voting took place recorded low turnout compared to the last governorship election in the state. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang has suspended all mining activities in the state over security concerns. In an executive order, Mutfwang says the suspension, which is with immediate effect, subsists until further notice. He stated that his administration would carry out a holistic review of the security situation in all mining areas in the plateau and ensure an appropriate community development agreement to address the socio-economic contributions of the rights of holders. Minister of Regional Development Abubakar Momo says the federal government has no plan to scrap the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, saying the commission remains a crucial part of the government's regional growth agenda. Speaking in Abuja during the 2025 ministerial briefing, he noted that the defunct Niger Delta Ministry was integrated into the broader Ministry of Regional Development. He says the ministry is providing 250,000 startup grants to 300 youths who completed vocational training in 2023 in the Niger Delta region. As part of the ongoing efforts to modernize the nation's custodial facilities, the federal government says President Bola Tinubu has approved the relocation of 29 correctional centers across the country. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, stated this during the commissioning of 39 newly acquired vehicles and 5 bullet-resistant guard boots for the Nigerian Correctional Service in Abuja. Tunji-Ojo also noted that many of the existing correctional facilities as in those in Suleja, Niger State, and Ikoyi, Lagos State, were established in the 19th century and were outdated. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Kano Sector Command has intensified efforts to curb the dangerous practice of mixed overloading of trailers with goods, animals, and human passengers. It was reported that the initiative aims to enhance road safety and prevent fatal crashes resulting from unsafe transportation practices. In a statement, FRSC Kano Public Relations Officer Abdullahi Labaran says the sector command, led by Sector Commander CC Musaudu, in collaboration with the Nigerian Police Force, conducted a special public sensitization campaign on February 20, 2025. You're watching the live broadcast of the news cycle When new cycle returns, the Tigers show dominant edge closer to Afro-Basket finals. We'll bring you details of this as well as foreign and business stories right after the break. Please stay with us. You know that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world with our app on Google and Play Store. All you need to do is download Global TV Nigeria on your phone and watch all programs on global television. What are you waiting for? Start downloading and stay connected to global television.
Social, economic, cultural, and political conditions are constantly in flux, requiring regular conversations on the many contexts and informed analysis of their dimensions. Now, these discussions are not just about understanding the present, but about shaping the future. Foremost Bayes University is taking this lead through the Bayes University Debates, hosted by Global Television.
Analyzing and debating issues big and small, Bayes University Debates presents a vibrant forum where we invite academics, intellectuals, and prominent personalities to share their diverse views and ideas on topical issues. Your unique perspective is a valuable addition to our rich intellectual community.
Engage in respectful, challenging debates where we try to find common ground, keep our minds open, and seek truth and understanding.
Don't miss the opportunity to join the conversation on Bayes University Debates at 9 p.m. every last Tuesday of the month. Showing on Global Television Channel 365. Start times Channel 276, free to air on Niconsat. You can also download the Global TV app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Be part of the action.
Many thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the news cycle. Following the ongoing crackdown on illicit drug trade in major drug markets nationwide, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, says it had shut down over 11,000 shops in Aba, Onitsha, and Idumota drug markets, arresting 40 people linked to the sale of unregistered and dangerous drugs. Director General of the agency, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, disclosed that the NAFDAC has also evacuated over 77 truckloads of illicit and counterfeit drugs. The federal government has announced its plan to cancel the visa on arrival policy. Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo made the disclosure while speaking during the closing ceremony of the week-long capacity building training on advanced passenger information and passenger name record data in national security and law enforcement, held at the headquarters of the Nigerian Immigration Service in Abuja. At the event, Comptroller General of Immigration Service Kemi Nandab says the program originated from discussions held with the United Nations Organization on Counter-Terrorism in Bangkok, Thailand last year. The National Union of Electricity Employees has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the management of the Kaduna Electricity Distribution Company to return to the negotiation table regarding the service no longer required letters given to some affected staff. The union, in a statement issued by its zonal organizing secretary, Northwest Zone, Ayuba Phuket, accused the management of going ahead to serve the affected staff the new letters despite talks between the union and the management. The federal government has announced plans to establish a gene bank to preserve the genetic makeup of indigenous livestock breeds and ensure their sustainability for future generations. Minister of Livestock Development Idi Meha made the announcement during the 2025 ministerial press briefing in Abuja. Meha stated that the gene bank will enable the country to store its indigenous genetic resources, which are naturally disease resistant. The African Development Bank Group, AFDB, has taken a significant step in its fight against corruption and financial crime by signing a letter of intent with the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol. This collaboration marks the first time a multilateral development bank has partnered with Interpol to enhance effort against financial crimes. This partnership will strengthen collaboration between Bank's Office of Integrity and Anti-Corruption and Interpol's Financial Crime and Anti-Corruption Center. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, has reiterated the importance of consumer data protection, warning that financial institutions will be held accountable for any breach of customer information. This comes as part of the Commission's broader effort to enforce compliance and protect consumer rights in Nigeria's financial sector. In a statement posted on its official X handle, the Commission says the roundtable discussion was geared towards equipping banking stakeholders with essential compliance knowledge and also to strengthen self-regulation, enhance consumer protection, and address industry-specific challenges. The federal government has unveiled plans to revamp the National Veterinary Research Institute in VUM, Plateau State, with a target of producing 1.2 billion vaccine doses annually to better meet the country's vaccine needs and address zoonotic diseases. The Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Meha, announced this during the 2025 Ministerial News Conference in Abuja. Meha highlighted that the institute, which had been in existence for more than 100 years, currently operates with outdated equipment and technology which was insufficient to meet the vaccine requirements for all animal species in Nigeria. And on the foreign scene, in a series of coordinated operations across 3 states, the Nigerian Immigration Service has arrested 155 foreigners who were arrested for cybercrimes and unauthorized entry into the country. The arrested foreigners have since been deported following orders from the Comptroller General of Immigration Service, Kemi Nandap. A breakdown of the numbers showed that 90 illegal immigrants involved in cybercrimes designed to defraud unsuspecting Nigerians were arrested in Rivers State in January 2025. Billionaire and head of the U.S. Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk, announced all federal employees will receive an email asking them to explain the work they've done over the past week. The employees who fail to respond will be forced to resign. Musk, in his quest to slash government funding and gut the federal workforce, offered few details, but says the emails are consistent with President Donald Trump's instructions. The notorious M23 rebel group is wreaking havoc in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, seizing the region's 2 biggest cities in a deadly uprising which has forced hundreds of thousands to flee their homes. Central to the campaign is the assertion that ethnic Tutsis living in the Republic of Congo are being prosecuted. Digging into the status of the Tutsis in Congo and how exactly this relates to the M23 uprising is an extremely complex and sensitive matter that goes to the heart of who is considered to be Congolese. South Africa is set to host Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky on a state visit. President Cyril Ramaphosa confirmed on X without giving a specific date. The invite comes as the end of a week which saw Kyiv excluded from U.S.-Russia talks on how to bring an end to the 3-year war in Ukraine. A statement from the South African president says Ramaphosa and Zelensky agreed on the urgent need for an inclusive peace process, a sentiment Zelensky echoed by saying nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. In sports now, the clamor for inclusion of domestic league players into the Super Eagles squad may pay off soon following a declaration by national team coach Eric Schelle that he has seen some players with prospects of getting a national team call-up. The coach, unveiled in January as Nigeria's coach, had watched the Ikorodu City's match with Plateau United in Lagos, as well as the Remo Stars' encounter with Kwara United in Ikenne. The coach noted that the players he had spotted displayed proficiency in specific skills such as passing and shooting, and were physically fit as they displayed endurance on the pitch. That's it on the news cycle. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on NightComSat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using at Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. You can also download the Global TV Nigeria app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again. That Global Television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world with our app on Google and Play Store. All you need to do is download Global TV Nigeria on your phone and watch all programs on Global Television. What are you waiting for? Start downloading and stay connected to Global Television.